till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Of all these dreams I can't remember, no, I can't tell. I lost my mind in December. I hope you're well. But all I know is what I'm told. This feeling cannot be controlled. Watch the stars when I am gone. Have faith in me, we will behold. The skies are cast, they are foretold. Watch the stars when I'm gone. When I am
Hello and welcome in everyone. Sorry, my hair is wild and untamed today, but we are back. We are ready to go with day 6. One sec, I've just seen a moth. There we go. No more moth. We're ready to go with day 6 of Athena League. this is exciting. We've got 2 matches today. There will also be a match going on concurrently on Corvex's channel. I'll give a shout out in a second when I remember what game Corvex is covering. I think it's one of the Div 2 games. Eternix versus One Firepower. That's going on Corvex's channel. So if you're here for that game, unfortunately, I am not your girl. There we go. Sorry. Setup's moved around a little bit. Eternix, yes, right. Shout out Corvex666. That is the channel that will have the Eternix 1 Firepower game, if that's the game that you are looking for. Right here we got Clutch Chain Female versus Kotopa. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm probably not. But this is an exciting one. Kotopa being a CIS super team, in my opinion. They've got players from Flame Sharks, Effie. They've got players from Shinigami. You know, Elizabeth being one of the people on the team that's been around the women's scene so much. Look back at Nine Pandas Fearless, for instance, if you've been, you know, if you've got real elite ball knowledge there. They've got, you know, MBIW, you know, our favorite race car inspired player. They're just doing the veto right now. It's either going to come down to Overpass or Dust 2. Let me start getting the prediction ready for you wonderful people. Who wins? And it's Clutch Chain or Kotopa. And even though the game's meant to start in the next 10 minutes, I'll give you 15 minutes because I think you're all cute as fuck. Okay. Prediction is up. Veto has been finalized. We're on Dust 2. We're on Dust 2, everybody. If you can hear my family in the background, I don't know, they can probably hear me. They're absolutely wonderful. We've been rearranging the rooms recently. Pap Affinity has been taking down beds, putting up beds, moving them around. Very sort of, you know the game, the mobile game with cars. We've got to slide the cars in and out to let I'll see if I can find an example. One of those sliding puzzle games where you've got to move the pieces out of the way to move other pieces. It's been one of those. We've got 1,000 channel points immediately put on Clutch Chain. I have a feeling I'm going to have to put some channel points on Kotopa on my alt account. Just because I fear that they might be underdogs here. I cannot stress that they might be underdogs enough here, actually. How many channel points do I actually have? I have 1,300. So, I'll go 300 on Kotopa. There we go. Sorted. There's now stakes. Pop is on a 7-stream streak. Aww. I really appreciate it. I've got an announcement. That is just an announcement that the game's going live. As always, huge shout out to the wonderful Arno, who is our observer for today. Big up. Twitch is in the description here. We also have, just because I know there's a couple of people that are going to want to see him. There's a couple of people. He's back. He's back again. In this house we love all, but we're a big fan of Zaz for all. Big Zaz. Oh my god, my camera's just, I can't get it right there again. Big Zaz fan. I'm an absolutely monumental 23 fan at the moment. I mean, I put a whole tweet out about her. She just put up an insane, but she's the entry player of the year at the moment. So happy we have an event to watch Ath in one place regularly. I don't really stream when there's not events. I fear that I'm not a very interesting person to just watch video games of, you know? Oh, look at him. He's got zoomies as well. He's just so unflattering the way he swims. But yes, I might try stream things that aren't me commentating and watch partying, potentially, at some point. Maybe. I fear that... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anyone will watch that. I've had fun in this stream watching Power Simulator. I spill a lot of tea, you know? And I think that's something that I really want to continue doing as a commentator and as a caster, is I don't think this industry has anywhere near enough transparency. And so I'm always going to be as transparent as I can whilst keeping my job, you know? But it's exciting, and it's the support that these streams have had has been amazing. Miss all the CS fam guys. I I am doing very well, thank you, and I miss all of the CS fam girlies too. But that's why we're watch partying so much women's CS. We're gonna keep it alive. We will keep this community and this scene alive, and because the scene will always exist, the women's CS scene will always exist, but we will keep a way for people to interact and engage with it alive, so help me god. If it's the last thing that I do, it will be to keep women's CS as viewable and watchable and as accessible as possible. Here. But yeah, looking forward to it. The first game today, we're still, just for full transparency, we're just waiting for the game to start for players to filter into the server. We've got some... There you go, there's our Reserve's got amazing music taste, but I'm having to mute it because I'm really worried because Twitch keeps telling me that I've got copyrighted music in my VODs, and I'm like, I know, I put it there. I'm not trying to make money off of it, god. Should be super exciting. Also, I'm going to preemptively just have a look and see who's streaming for the end of today. Because I know there's a couple of people streaming that we can raid out into. If Trav's live, we'll go to Trav. Oh, Astra's live. Oh. Bigger Keeper haven't played any of their League games yet. I am looking forward to watching Bigger Keeper. I think they're... Love them to pieces, respectfully. I think they're my biggest question mark coming into this year. The reason being, they ended 2025 on such a high. Whether they can keep that going, and whether there's going to be any competition that can stop them. Whether they can live up and fight up against the current Clutch Chain roster. I think that's going to be the rivalry for this year. It'll be those two teams fighting for top dog. And I haven't got to see them much. When is their first scheduled match, actually? Matches upcoming. Oh, they're set to play next Tuesday. Ooh, am I free? Am I free? It's Tuesday the 21st, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we are so free. We'll be watching the Bigger Keeper game. No, there is nothing on this planet that could stop me watching the Bigger Keeper no Kami game. Do we have a date yet for Bigger Keeper versus Clutch Chain? Bigger Keeper versus Clutch Chain. Bigger Keeper versus Clutch Chain. It's happening on the 4th of June. Oh, am I away on the 4th of June? No, I'm away on the 4th of June. I'm on holiday. No. Oh, that's just like finding out that I don't even have an analogy for how devastated I am for that. And it's not even like a I'm away but I can still stream the game. I'm away at an all-inclusive in Mallorca with my partner and his family. I'm so excited going on my first family holiday with the future in-laws. They're absolutely wonderful people, by the way. Whilst I'm here, whilst I'm yapping, because we're still waiting for the game to start. Love my partner, love his parents, amazing. Where's Bilbo gone? This is the first time I've actually just not been able to see anything. He's probably behind the rocks. I think he's probably that bit there. Looks like a bit of Bilbo. Yeah, he's probably behind here somewhere. Don't know why he's hiding. Ooh, the water thing's moved and is blocking his pipe. Okay. Is that him in the corner? I have no idea where he is. God knows. Yeah, sorry, we're still waiting for the game. I'll put the observers music. Oh, wait, no, we've got a knife round. Crap, I missed the knife round. Sorry, guys. Move that there. Missed the knife round, because I had audio off because I didn't want to get copyright stricken. But it would seem that the HUD is missing, but it would look like Kotopa won the knife round. That's my bad, guys. I'm kind of an idiot. Let me back that up there. Hopefully that should be good. Oh no, we've not got a HUD. Oh no. Oh, there we go, there we go. Honors to go, honors to go, honors to go. See, sorted. He heard. He manifested the HUD. Okay, here we go. Pistol round, Turbo X Girl is going to be tapping away. Spotted a lot of heads, and you can see the rotate over pretty quickly. The fact that Evoli's found a second one there, Cat, they need to step up in a huge way. Cat good with the multi-kill. She's got another 3k. And that puts them not only back in even numbers, it puts them in the lead. And they've got bomb, they've got sight. Interested to see, they're going for a little bit of a split here. The smoke buys the perfect amount of time to allow Lo Sharik to get into position here. Okay, Zaz finds one, but Cat gets caught pushing out. Taken away, yeah, 20. Amazing thing there from 23 is that she's barely had to show her face the whole round. She can tuck into sight, and they're none the wiser that she's there. I think the only damage she took was in that initial duel as they pushed up long. Banger. Ooh, somebody else has put channel points on Kotopa. I like it. You still got 5 minutes worth. So if you want to watch 5 minutes worth of the game and then put channel points, it's a little bit sneaky, but I'll allow it. It's 5 p.m. Yes, the game tomorrow should be 5 p.m. I unfortunately won't be the Tuesday games. I won't be covering the games tomorrow, unfortunately. Zaz, good for the first two. Evoli, nice pick there. It's a small victory. Turbo Girl's not going to find anything more. Smoke comes on out. Don't push this. Again, you saw what happened to Cat last round. Just let them run away. Just let them run away. Scout's been spotted. I like that Viku's going for it. Oh! What a shot there from Turbo Girl. Okay. No complaints at that one. The round's done. The round's unwinnable. Now the question is how much more are they willing to feed? Because they bought up majority AKs here. AKs and Galil. So this has been an expensive round nonetheless. This has been way more costly than I think it ever should have been. Okay. But what was that? Yes. The fact that only one weapon gets across. I actually can't remember what they had coming into this. I don't think they bought much. They bought a couple of Desert Eagles. That's insane. One of the best conversion ecos that we've seen in Div 1 so far. I'll say that, actually. Yeah, I won't be streaming the games tomorrow. Unfortunately, I am on Valorant duty. I'm going over to cover some Valorant, women's Valorant. I'm covering one of the Game Changers Cash Cups, which I'm very excited about. Is it Cash Cup or is it one of the... I think it's one of the Cash Cups. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, smoke goes out. There's a good stall coming out from Kotopa here. Oh, I love this position on Catwalk. Clutch Chain are a team that really like to push this Catwalk. I mean, every team does. It's Dust 2 in 2026. Let's not kid ourselves. But they're a team that has a particular propensity for it. Ivoli, good to get 2 there. Keeps this somewhat winnable. If Turbo Girl can win that fight, which she does. Issue is now she's the last player remaining. Knows that there's a player mid. 23 hasn't had to show herself. Again, she was such a good entry player the other day when we were watching. Now all she's having to do is just not show herself, and that alone is just winning rounds. Because she's everywhere, and they've got no information to work with. Banger, beautiful. Okay. I didn't post anything about being live. Ooh, oops. Oh, Mickey got announced as, Oh, it's broadcast time. Sick, okay. Viku, good for the first, gets traded out. Kotopa are giving them a real... I think everyone kind of forgets how dominant Flame Sharks FE were. They did have an amazing last ESCA season, but the CIS region has produced some of the craziest talent that the women's scene's ever seen. Okay, 23, good trade. Ivoli's the last left, has a Mac 10, I'm assuming out of bullets considering the 5.7s in hand. They're just going to run down. She's not going to be able to upgrade this well. I don't think she gets out of this alive. No, they're running her on down. 23. Oh, Cat does eventually find the kill. Tapping away from afar. Yes, but I raise you, Clutch Chain. Clutch Chain have been just immaculate. They've just been crazy. No prizes for guessing. Do I even post anything? I don't even need to post anything on Instagram. Everyone knows that I'm live doing Women's CS anyway. This, however, has gotten out of hand pretty quickly. Turbo Girl's not even had to do anything with the AWP just yet. But 2 versus 5, we have seen Clutch Chain win this more than once. I'm so sorry, I got distracted for a second and... Maybe I'm the curse. Maybe I'm the weakness here. Katopa just needed me to look away. Cat's found the first. Turbo Girl finding the trade there is important because if Cat finds anything more, that gives them that foothold through doors. There we go. Beautifully done. Turbo Girl manages to get the AWP involved. Okay. Turbo Girl waiting. AWP duel mid. Viku, we've not... This feels maybe a little bit harsh. I feel like we haven't seen Viku shine to the same level as we saw her on Bigger Keeper since she joined Clutch Chain and joined Pigeons. That being said, I think part of that being, it's a bit like Falcons, right? Is that when you've got a team of so many strong players, you're not going to have one player stand out that predominantly as much. Like, Viku was just insane on Bigger Keeper. Can you put more volume? I can try. Let me... There we go. Is that better? Is that better? Hopefully that's better. Okay, Tori's got a double kill. Just Turbo got left with the AWP. Not gonna be able to get the no-scope. 23 takes down Viku. Is that a little bit better? Is that good? We chilling. Where was I? Yeah, I think that the thing is, the Bigger Keeper ladies, all of them are incredible players. Don't get me wrong. Don't mistake my words. They're all insane players. But I think that the AWP stood out and it was really strong on that team. And it was that contrast of dark and light, right? The clear obscure, if you will. The art technique of using darkness and light to contrast one another, right? I think that Viku stood out a lot more on Bigger Keeper, and now she's on a lineup of people who are mechanically just the top of the women's scene. Also, I think she's got really big shoes to fill with Anna. With Anna having stepped down. She's not bad. Do not get me wrong. I just don't think that she is as in the limelight. That's what I'm trying to say. Cat, go for first. Double kill. Multi-kill queen here. That was it 2 versus 4? She's got no idea, though. Out in the open. Beautiful from Turbo Girl. A lot of these rounds have just been won because one person hasn't been seen all round. It's been a game of the right person having the right timing and just the lack of information that they've had. Is what it is at the end of the day. 1 versus 1 and you've got no idea where your opponent is. There's only so many places you can hold. It makes sense that she would come from mid. it doesn't make sense that the AWP is flanked all the way through tunnels, you know? Turbo X Girl being Box Girl. I kind of love that. Okay. Ooh, the AWP head-to-head. The showdown. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Where did they go? MB just melted them. This looks unrecoverable. Even for Clutch Chain, this looks unrecoverable, I think. Because Swerve's got the position. I don't think that's their real name. I'm just trying to figure out who Swerve is. Swerve's got a position and the timing. Oh! Just tuck away. You don't need to fight this. You don't need to fight this. And she doesn't fight this. Good. Good discipline. Beautiful discipline. Now they push onto a site and there's 4 people here. This is not... Flash goes over. Turbo Girl's got a window to work with here on the angle. The first player comes across. Snappy on the pick. Viku's surrounded. She's trapped. Boxed in. And Swerve's going to find the pick. Stunning stuff. Third round. I mean, Kotopa are keeping this humble. This hasn't been just a complete walkover like I feared it might be. And the money is bad for Clutch Chain here, so they're going to eco, which brings Kotopa, should bring Kotopa, I should say, up to 4-5. Kotopa goes holding this. Clear as day. 23 going to pick up the Desert Eagle, upgrade the weapon. Cat around the corner, looking to try find a fight, but there's 2 players that she spots. It's going to attempt the jump back over. HE goes in to soften them up nicely, except all it's going to do is 1 damage onto Cat. Legged through the door. 23 is up on Catwalk, just barely, oh, I was going to say barely out of the line of sight, but she's not. She peeks. Tori close angle. Oh, looks away. She would have had the pick there. I mean, it's not going to change the outcome. The fact that it's flawless, though. HMS Victory meme still unposted. You've had some bangers, Pop. You've had some banger memes. I think you should post some of them, I think. Okay. Key round coming in here. Missing a lot of util. They've chosen to go up into these AKs, other than Viku. They've all chosen to buy up into the AKs as opposed to taking a little bit of a backseat and buying the util. And now we know why. I mean, I think Clutch Chain, it's not a bad bet. We know how good they are with utility. They play in the fine margins, and then they're really pushing the upper extremities of what we've seen in the women's team. But mechanically, that's where they've always just been so dominant, right? They've just been the queen of aim duels. There's Swerve with the first. Zaz to trade. Does get traded on out here. That keeps the numbers now in check. Okay. MB spotted a second head there as well. Molotov to go over to stop them pushing. Allows for 23, who's gone to clear. I don't even know where my train of thought was going there. Oh, it's a 1v1. 45 seconds and has bomb. Can run to the other side. Ivoli's looking at trying to meet her halfway there. I think she heard the footsteps. Viku. Ivoli should know that she's got the timing here. That there's no way that she's been able to cross. There's the legs. The spray doesn't quite confirm the kill. Does Ivoli think that she's going to still continue to... Ivoli's gone to the wrong site. They've got the money to go for this. And I think, quite honestly, I think she should. You know that you've damaged Viku. You've got to know that their money's catastrophic at the moment. Also, hello, Manu. There are no words that I can say that will do justice to Queen Viku. There's no words. Just... I mean, the moment the bomb goes down, she kind of has the advantage. She's just not being around the bush. But she's just cold with it. She heard me yapping and running my mouth earlier about how I haven't seen her as dominant as she was previously. I was... 1080p. It was in 1080p yesterday. I'm sorry that it's been in 720p the whole time. I'm really sorry. I actually fear that I might not have the stream I'm watching for. No, okay, I'm good. We have options. You do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it's taken me this long to realize I was only streaming in 720p the whole time. I'm dumb. Super quick there from Viku. Orb goes down. Low Shriek. Oh, he just stayed in the smoke. 1 versus 1. Viku in the post plant again. Deja vu. I've just been in this place before. They've gone out long. Oh, she takes the long range duel. She loses it this time, though. I mean, I guess all things are in balance. They're lovely from Swerve. I'm trying to figure out who Swerve is. It might be Akia Nora or Ayaka. It's likely to be one of those two. I don't know. 720p is enough for a meal deal and then some. True. Ayaka is low. Oh, of course she is. I swear we have this conversation every time. Which must mean that Swerve is Akia Nora. Gotcha. Okay. By process of elimination, we've made it there. Okay. It's only Turbo Girl really holding this initial fight. Should we go for the first? Drops on down. Has called over MB. And I love the long hold here from Ivoli. This is the counter to what Viku's been doing, where she's been flanking through doors and catching them off guard and getting these flanks. This is a nice adaptation. I'm doing a lot of hand motions today. Bear with me. Okay. So much weight on Low Shriek's shoulder here, especially with Akia Nora going down there. Ayaka, good for the first and the second. Falls back off site because there's not really any reason not to. Has got the security from Ivoli coming mid and from Turbo X Girl, who can't actually see but will be able to push the doors momentarily. Now that they know it's all from tunnels, but they're already on site by this point. Tap the plant to try bait them out. 23's got the close angle. Ayaka gets the trade. Only 20 seconds. MB, lovely position coming in from tunnels there. People not having their real IGNs. I don't know why people don't have their real IGNs. She likes changing her in-game names. Okay, okay. I really like Low Shriek. Okay. Go to Ayaka. Go to Low Shriek. Let's take a look. Let's judge the gloves. I quite like Viku's gloves. They're clean. Ooh, pretty. It's the new garden gloves, aren't they? Fit check. We'll do fit checks. Fit check. I'm wearing a Pac-Man t-shirt today. Oh, they don't clear. Oh no! Tori's knife kill gets stolen from her. Okay, Ayaka will find the equalizing pick. Oven mitts. One of these days, I'll do you guys get to choose what I wear on stream, and I'll give, like, options. It's not going to be a maid outfit. There is a price on what I will, on how much I would have to be paid to wear a maid outfit on stream. I'm not saying there's not a price. I'm not kidding. Everyone has a number for everything. Be in no doubt. Everyone has a price. But I'm thinking, like, we can do oven mitts, CS chicken cosplay. I actually have, wait 1 second. I've cosplayed the CS Condom Man number K previously. Let me see if I can find the photo. Because I went to an event and I got to interview him. I got to interview a zombie, sorry, whilst dressed as him. Let me see if I can find the photo. Whilst also not missing any of the action. There should be any action for a while, because they've got the clear sight there. 23 is the nearest player. Donk chicken hat, maybe. Okay, all filtering on in. 23 has not been given a fight, but the pressure that her teammates are going to be applying from CT is going to be huge. Zaz has found two. Ayaka fighting for her life. Goes down, but goes down swing. Will take down Viku with her. That's the pistol round. 6-6 half, by the way. Crazy half. That being said, CT side now for Clutch Chain. We're going to see them take off. Let me find. I did a shit post with it a while ago. Let me... I don't know if it'll... Yeah, I cosplayed the CS condom, man. I still have all of the stuff for that outfit. Maybe I do a stream like that. I need to get a chicken hat. Maybe that's my next investment. Is it an inflatable chicken suit? Does that exist? Oh, yes, it does. Okay, I know what we're doing next. Although I haven't said that, first we've got to have a look at this round. Viku with the double kill brings us back. It looked really good there for Kotopa for a sec. Yeah, okay. Clinical. It looked really good. They did buy up into that one, though. They bought up into that, which means this round's going to be a little bit shakier. But I think Kotopa's been one of the best teams for their second round buys. When they've lost Pistol, they've been one of the teams that has the most... The best second round after a loss. Okay, they're inflatable chicken costumes. I can get them on Amazon. There's one with abs. Do I do it? Okay, this is a later me problem, because right now a current me problem is this game. Next time there's a timeout, or next time that there's the between maps, we'll go shopping. Okay. Ayaka, nice find onto Zaz, puts them at the advantage. Now, this is the bonus round for Clutch Chain. Viku with the MP9. I am curious to see if she's going to even be able to get this into a position that's particularly of an effective weapon. HE's lovely. Viku sweeps on up. Viku just seems to be... this quarter of the map, from top mid towards doors, she just owns it. Tori's found one. They've backed away. Smoke goes over. I think they're going to get ahead of it. Yeah, that's not going to stop them. That's not going to do anything. Pushed up onto Catwalk. They've managed to just about make the crossing. But when they spot that there's nobody on site, that's when we're going to have a problem. Because they're going to know they're just coming in from Catwalk. Because they've cleared through long. Now their only worries are CT, Cat. Stagger themselves just to make sure that they don't go down in one fell swoop. Viku's got the first. There was only MB left. I could have sworn there was a second player still alive. That's my bad. I'm just really out of it today. I'm so sorry, everybody. I think I'm just losing my mind. It's too much CS is the answer. It's not the answer. The answer is... The remedy to too much CS is more CS. Okay. Not going to be a buy particularly in this round. Turbo Gold going for the scout. I don't know if I like this because it makes the money awkward and uneven. And if she's saving up for an AWP, this is not the way to go. Viku, multi-kill potential here, but she has to deal... Oh, the flash is perfect. Yeah, no, leave, good idea. Keep the weapons, keep the players even. Don't give them anything to work with. Drop and down, get smoked off. Immediately HE'd open. Cat good for the first, backs away, allowing Viku to get into position. The HE for the parting of the smoke the second time is going to allow all the kills to come flooding in. Turbo Girl's got one with the scout, needs to make it worth its weight in gold, and then some. In fact, I think it just needs to make its worth back. Jumping down. There is... You know what that meme is? It's the guy looking up in fear as you see Cat flying towards you. I have been mentioned. I am streaming it. I am streaming it, indeed. As long as this game ends on time, which it should, I think, maybe. Promising signs. Into tunnels. This is such an aggressive angle. There's no way they're expecting the orb there. I mean, it's Viku. You got to expect the unexpected. Zaz already pushed out. Hyper-aggressive round. This is a staple. This is why I get chills watching Clutch Chain. Is their aggressive CT rounds are just unparalleled. And 23's already pushed up doors, but they've got to know. They've got to know somebody's likely pushed up doors considering how aggressive they were everywhere else in the map. Don't worry about that, guys. Nothing happened. Nothing to see here. MB, quick adjustment. Not quite quick enough to deal with Cat, though. That's a Clutch Chain round. That's a Zaz speciality. I am working on the assumption that Zaz is IGLing. I would be surprised if she's not. Maybe. I don't know. Did she say anything when she came back? We're loading up Twitter. Zaz. Missed opening shot. Is what it is. Drops down. Turbo goal. Ooh. Bites the curb in 4K. Kianora, good find. Keeps the numbers in their favor. Viku with the AWP. Cat's got a tiny window to work with. But the flashes are so good from Kotopa. Kianora's already managed to push all the way round. Viku is trying to weather her time in the smoke. And she's just going to get taken down. Okay. I don't think she said anything about if she's calling or not. Who knows? Right, back into the action. Knows one's already crossed, trying to deal with the volley, spots her temporarily, is actually going to call over 23 to help one out. Unfortunately, goes down. However, 23 gets the double kill, so all is forgiven. Viku can't quite connect the shot, but it's okay because she walks away, lives to tell the tale. That's the important one. Now it's all on to Cat. She's an incredible B-side anchor. There's the first, ready for the second, knows one might have crossed. Here's the footsteps of MB. Can't deal with her. It's information, perhaps, but it's all a little outdated by the time the rest of the team gets here. The issue is no further utility now for Kotopa to defend this from. Molotov goes into construction. That leaves doors open. Unfortunately, Clutch Chain get a little bit ahead of themselves, and now it's just Viku. Bomb still hasn't gone down. Finds the first. Can't connect the shot. The reposition. The Molotov goes on in. And they're going to push her. Why the hell not? Is she looking to save or is she looking to ramp and try hit tunnels? I mean, there's no kit, so surely this is a save. Heading towards spawn. Heading towards T-spawn, right? Right? Your health is so low, Viku. Viku, your health. Please. She's just going to go down to bomb. Is that... Is she going to be able to get away in time? Okay, she should be fine. She should be fine. I got scared for a second there. I forget the bomb radius isn't as scary as I thought it was. Okay, okay. Pardon me. I doubted Viku for a second there. She hung around a little bit longer than I was expecting. Especially with two players that have shown that they're more than happy to go hunting. Okay. Smoke for top mid allows them to take the mid control. Molly in towards tunnels gives them a little bit of assurance there. It's only really Tori. This is a very lax hold on mid when usually they've been a little bit more proactive. Playing the extremities this time, and I like the Zaz reposition. I like this a lot. I don't know how impactful it's going to end up being. Especially when it doesn't really look like there's a lean towards B. I mean, they've left Ayaka there. this is... Okay, here we go. Tori gonna be the first player tested. Probably. Maybe Ayaka peeks this. They go B now, surely. If they can find even one here. They force the fight on out. Zaz goes down. Yeah, gotta commit now. Only 30 seconds remaining, though. If Cat can put up... if Cat can put up any defiance, I was about to say... And she does. She might just wipe them all clean. She might wipe them clean off the board. Unfortunately, Turbo Girl good for one. Time's starting to run low. Tori goes down as well now. 2 versus 2. All they have to do is play with time. Just stop them. Been baited on out there by the tap. Now it's all down to 23. 10 seconds. Here's the tap again. Knows that they've got to just commit to this, but doesn't know where they are. Time for the reposition. Swings out. Ayaka's reactions are insane. I'd be calling a timeout. I'd be calling a timeout off the back of this. Surely you want to talk about that. Now, I hate being mean. I hate being critical, but I think they threw that one. They a little bit of throwing. Tiny bit of throwing. Minuscule amount of flushing that one down the drain. Putting it in the bin. Kotopa, I mean, Kotopa played with time like nobody's business there. Low on the buy, so they're stacking in towards mid, yeah. If they take tunnels control quickly, they could get a hold of this, ahead of this, should I say. No information to work on, so they made a call. Unfortunately, the call appears to have landed them all in the wrong place in the map. I like that they're going around the world, though, to avoid the tunnels control, because they know they've got no eyes in tunnels, and that's a really awkward fight. So I like that they've wrapped around the world for this. There's no reason not to go for this. They've not really got much worth saving. That's a lovely nade onto Zaz. Maybe you just try to keep them there and you take as many weapons as you can. Oh, you heard them. And look at this. You got Viku and Tori, the bodyguards. And even if they manage to get through, you still got Cat and Spawn as well. Viku firing away. Nobody's going to go down to bomb. Orbs recovered, though. That's not a bad haul considering what you came in with. You take a couple of kills. The money distributed amongst the team's pretty nice. You pick up the orb. Saves Viku having to buy it. Gives everyone a little bit more money for utility, and Viku can save a bunch of money for next round if they lose it. My worry is that the gap's closing up and Kotopa have just got the momentum. This is a cheeky angle and I love it. Any angle where you're looking through scenery and part of the map, it's always going to look cool as hell. Cat, okay, finds one. Flash over, 23, not blinded in the slightest by it. Not able to find the second, though. That's uncharacteristic. Player advantage, and you stop Kotopa getting any semblance of map control. They're back to square one. They're back to trying to take mid. Aggressive in mid. Ooh, I was going to say there's a crossfire. Body goes flying through the air. Tori go for the first trigger. Discipline. However, wide out in the open, Turbo Girl's reactions are going to be quicker than Tori's transfer. Still leaves it in a 2 versus 1, and Viku's posted up on the angle. Beautifully done. Finally, we see map point from Clutch Chain here. They've been clawing for it. They've been vying for it. They have been finally able to drag it across the line. Whee! Can Twitter stop doing this thing where it sends me a notification for a recommended post? Can you fuck off? Okay. Team Ace, true, touche. I wish that we had things like that. I do quite like that about Valorant, as the Team Ace, the little, and the thrifty, the announcer's pretty cool. Dream interview, actually, for me, is with the Valorant voice actor for the announcer. Around the corner, flash goes out, spots both. Turbo go good for the first. Viku has to drop on down, and she can be able to ready the AWP in time. Jumps on up. Oh, crazy shot onto Turbo Girl. MB looking for the trade, but Viku's got the Desert Eagle out. She's hungry for more. Eventually burns alive in the flames of Akianora's Molotov, but she has done more than enough. Planting the bomb is Cat gonna look for a cheeky little jump up here. No, she's just gonna reposition. Ivoli's ready for this, though. Around the corner. Oh, the flash from Zaz. So perfect. The jump's been heard. Toying with the corner. Ro tries to wide swing. Akianora's got a handle on it. What an ROI on her life, though. Oh, yeah. The second is just swaggy. It's just such an insane, it's just a beautiful shot. And then the third's just a cherry on top. Okay. Smoke goes out. Flash behind her. Oh, it's so well called. Cat gets the first. Does get traded through the smoke. Worthy investment. The molly goes deep. They know that they're trying to crunch on this. Zaz starts burning alive because the molly spreads. They know now. Surely you have to back away. Let Viku work her magic. Stay in position. I'd like Tori to be called on over to help, and I think that's what's going to happen. What is this position from 23? Hold up. Hold up. What is this? What is that? Oh, go for the knife, please. Oh, no, actually, that's a good idea that she doesn't. Okay. The knife kill would have got her killed there, but she still would have only got one, and she would have got more money for it. That's my logic here. However, she doesn't know that there's 3 more there. It feels really bad. They've had so many of these instances where it's been like, they've got the perfect angle, the trigger discipline, they should be able to get a multi-kill, and they're just denied the multi-kill. I don't think it's going to matter, though, because Cat's got one, Tori's got the other. Just MB left and knows that Zaz is somewhere nearby. Zaz is so far pushed up, and the AWP's trained on the angle. She still got it. And Clutch Chain FE find themselves the 13th, find themselves the victory. Viku, a little bit of... I don't think it was even necessarily the AWP that she was shining on here, but just an amazing showing nonetheless. Whole team stepped up. Kotopa, though, more than pleasantly surprised. I expected them to put up an insane fight. I was not expecting a 13-11, though. Like, going toe-to-toe with the Giants. Let me distribute the channel points there. This ragdoll flight made me laugh. The ragdoll physics in this game are insane. But huge congrats to Clutch Chain here. Let me put that back on live. Ooh, God. Okay, yeah, I don't want to get copyright stricken. Back on my face. Hello, everybody. We've got another game to go, though. So huge congrats. Commiserations to Kotopa. That was hugely well fought. Don't get me wrong. That's a victory. I think it's one of those that it's a frustrating loss, but it's one you can take heed in because, my God, it was amazing. We have got another game coming up, though. We are heading over to Division 2 to cover the Control FE versus Pramaja game. I believe both of these teams are currently undefeated as well. Let me have a look at the standings. Both of these teams are undefeated. Control FE are 4-0, Pramaja are 3-0. Talking of undefeated, that does mean that Clutch Chain are still undefeated. They're looking so good. This is what I was wanting to see from them. They're back in form. Remember to subtract 1. I don't think I need to, because I think I've got an observer for match 2 as well. I have an observer for match 2, and I need to update the title. We've got Control FE versus Pro Maja. That's a K. That's a J. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Who's gonna beat Clutch Chain FE? That is the real question. That is the question of the hour, I think. Let me put this idiot back on. Whilst we wait for the next game. It has also been officially announced that Ramson has joined IDA Next Gen Masonic. Huge pickup from them. We've known for a while. Ramson is such an incredible AWPer. She's the queen of no-scopes. She just is. Not Ramson. Vika's the queen of no-scopes, right? Ramson's the queen of wallbangs. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm also thinking, I might enlist you guys as help here. Can't wait to see the kid develop under Luna Mixie. Ash has so much potential. Ash has so much potential. I think we've been, as I was saying, I think we've been mutuals on Twitter for a while. I think that she's got a lot to learn about Team CS. Is going to be the really steep learning curve. It will be things like comms. It will be things like the pressure that streamed officials are going to have, albeit not on anywhere near as large of a scale as, you know, ESL Impact, for instance. But I think it's still that little added level of pressure, knowing that there'll be people watching. But I think she's already done really well. I think this is a really good first step. I think that if she excels as much as I think she will, I expect her to be picked up by bigger teams. I expect them to be promoted to Div 1 next season, quite honestly. But I expect her to be sort of the talk of the town. Right. Cool. Waiting for the next game. I think we'll see Born to Lose and... Wait, do we have a date for the Born to Lose versus Control game yet? I swear to God if it's whilst I'm away. I swear to God if it's whilst I'm away. I'm throwing hands with the universe. 24th of April. 24th of April. 24th of April. 24th of April. I'm free! I will be covering that game. I will be covering that game. Control FE versus Born to Lose is going to go crazy hard. I'm not going to start the prediction just yet. Just because... I think I'll start the prediction at 5 minutes to the hour. What we'll do in the meantime, is we will Chrome. Actually, I won't do it. Just so it doesn't affect my incognito window. Amazon. Let's take a look then, shall we? Because we're all quite curious. She wants to delay. How many channel points are you on right now? I can give you 7.5k. Is there insider trading and scam artistry going on in my Twitch chat? If so, absolutely. I endorse this. I encourage it. It's wonderful. Okay, here we are. Inflatable chicken costumes. Now, this kind of feels like the default, right? But this one's got abs. I don't like the one of riding the chicken. I feel weird about that. And that's a little too America-coded for my liking in the year of 2026, sorry. So do we go with default chicken, or do we go with, like, chicken with abs? This feels too boring. Do you know what? I'm not doing sexy chicken. This isn't happening, by the way. This will happen when I get Twitch partner. You know what? Clip that if you want to. I will wear a sexy chicken outfit if I ever get Twitch partner. It's not going to happen, by the way. Oh, this is flattering. But you know what I'll do? You know what? We'll put a target on this, right? If I reach 1,000 followers on Twitch, I will buy and wear this, and fuck it, I'll do a 24-hour stream or something, you know? I'll do something ludicrous. I'll do a ludicrous 24-hour stream where I'll wear an inflatable chicken costume. We'll make some of the ESL Impact cocktails live. I think, you know what, we're planning this now. We're planning this. Let me get a notepad up. Okay, so we'll do for 1K followers, we'll do chicken costume, women's CS cocktails live. What else would people want to see? Also, good night, Pop. I've only just seen that you're off. Good night, Pop. Or goodbye, good evening, all of the above. What else would be interesting to people? I could get some interviews. I think that'd be cool. We'll do some interviews. I'll see if I can get people like Heku on, for instance. Or I don't know. That one we'll see. That one we'll see. Okay. I did promise that it was time to start the prediction, though. Start prediction. Who wins? Control FE or Pro Maja. I will give you guys 15 minutes. Start prediction. Go. It's funny when we don't know if I'll hit something with the Deeg or not. That's true. That's true. Get back to Bilbo Cam for a second. Okay. There we go. I've said it. I've put an official timeline on it. If we hit 1,000 followers, I will wear a chicken outfit on stream. We have very few of them. I know. I keep meaning to do them. And I might try film some over the next couple of weeks. I might try. I also have. Would you guys like to see something that is in the TikTok drafts? And I haven't posted it because it's the new ESL Impact cocktail video. And I filmed it in January and I never finished editing it. And it's kind of out of date because I did it in honor of Bigger Keeper winning Women's Team of the Year. And I haven't posted it because I kind of changed the format a little bit. I pretended that I was like an actual bartender. And I had like a suit on and everything. And I was like, your drink is served. And I found it really kind of cringe. So I never posted it. But would you like to see the cocktail? Can I even access my TikTok drafts in here? I don't think I can because I think they're device specific. Okay, you know what I can do? I can put it up on my phone and I can really awkwardly and haphazardly show you. This is a spoiler anyway. This is just like a spoiler teaser, so it doesn't need to be good quality. I swear to God, if I see this on any piracy sites, I'm coming for you. Okay, I'm just gonna skip the really cringe parts where I... Okay. Here we go. So it's a bright blue drink. I haven't edited it at all, so you still got like me pausing between things. Okay. Wait for it, because something really cool is about to happen. There you go. There's your preview. There's your preview. Sounds way too high effort to... I just found it really cringe. I was filming it was a bit like a skit. And I was like, welcome to the lobby. What can I get you? And then I filmed myself being like, yeah, I'll have a bigger keeper, please. And like, I had like a menu written out and everything. And like, I just found it so cringe looking back at it. Because I kind of like the ESL Impact cocktails. I liked that it was just me making booze. I liked that it was just me like, drinks, vodka. It was just me casually. That it wasn't me like... dressing up and being like, and what can I get for you today? So yeah, I think I'm gonna take some of the footage. I might just refilm it, to be honest with you. But it looks really cool. I did like the smoky drink and everything. Affinity cocktail hour at least once a week. See, if I did that every week, people would call me an alcoholic. They'd be right, but that's aside the point. I do need to film some more cocktails. I had some really cool stuff planned for the ESL Impact cocktail videos as well. Genuinely, like unironically, I bought like American Peeps marshmallows in the shape of ghosts to make a ghost gaming one. Teach us recap the week in esports. I think I might. What I might do is I might redo the Bigger Keeper cocktail and then do it as a recap of what you've missed in the past few months. The other content piece, and you wonderful people at home might be able to help me out with this one actually, is I really want to do something that connects a women's CS content piece, but that is designed for people that only watch the men's scene. I want to do something that's like, if you like watching this team or if you like watching this player, this is a women's scene player that you'll enjoy. Because I think that that's going to be one of the best ways to get people interested in the women's scene, is to be like, hey, you're a Falcons fan? This is a team you might like. I would never insult any of the women's team by comparing them to Falcons, though. Let's not fucking kid ourselves. That's a joke. Maybe, partially. I don't know. But things like, if you like watching Zywoo play, you'll enjoy Astra. Also French. Heavy on the AWP. Pretty good on the rifle as well, mind you. But then also Astra's AWP IGL. So maybe be more like, did you enjoy Prime Cadian? But I'd have to think about comparisons because I'd have to get it spot on because I feel like people would kill me if I didn't. People like, the really obvious one for me, and the reason that was that if you like watching Mezzy, you'll like AIM. Not only because she's also British, she's also really, really funny, but also because she's that like anchor player that's really good on the rifle. If you liked, Bit when he was an entry fragger, you'll love 23. But I'd need to like come up with really good examples for it. Anyway, let me load up my alt so that I can put channel points on the other team. Promaja, let's put 250 on there. But yeah, I'm trying to think like who would be comparable to who. What's where as well? Quick check on the fish. There you go. So high quality. We should be only a couple of minutes out from the game starting anyway. I'm going to put the volume on really low here, so that I can actually hear when the knife round starts. Ooh, they've released the Rick and Morty Season 9 episode titles. Very nice. Okay. Okay. You know what? Let's actually think about that. If you like this team, you'll like this team. Let's have a think. I don't know if you're using copywritten songs. I know that the issue I had is that my non-copyright sounds playlist is now copyright, so my intro music is now copyright. So I was just really hyper paranoid that it was copyright. It's too good to be non-copyright in my mind. That's what I'm thinking. Is I'm listening to it and I'm like, surely this is too good to be just free use. Okay. Let's have a look. HLTV top teams. Let's get the top teams right now. World rankings. So we've got to do if you like Vitality, right? If you like Na'Vi. Fury has already got a women's team, so. Okay. Who else? Maybe like a Spirit. If you like Spirit, you'll like this team. We're not doing Astralis because Yeah. Who else? Like, if you like FaZe Clan, or is that a touchy subject right now? Is FaZe Clan a touchy subject? In some mind. That's what I'm saying, is some of them are really difficult to do. Or I might just do players, if you like this player. I have a message. Who have I been messaged by? It is my wonderful boyfriend. How are you doing? Doing good. Live right now. How are you? There you go. Bosch, amazing. Girlfriend of the year. I actually remembered to respond to him this time. I'm a little peckish though. Do I have any more mini eggs? Oh, I've got 3 more mini eggs. Yes, life is good. Life is amazing. The axolotl is so cool. Oh, he's moved. Oh, shit. I've got to, okay. Thank you very much. I think he's absolutely awesome. I think we've got amazing music from our observer to wait. And whilst we wait, please stop showing everyone your ass. Why are you like this? Oh. Is that a knife round? Or is that music stopping? No, it's just music stopping. Okay. Okay. He's closer to an alien than he is a fish, isn't he? He's just so weird. Have we done veto? I believe we've done veto. What was that maneuver? I'm looking at the wrong game. That's why. Matches. Upcoming. Ongoing, should I say. Okay, we're playing on Ancient. We're on Ancient. There's still 4 minutes remaining. My English is bad. No, don't apologize. Don't ever apologize. Your English is better than my any other language. I can speak tiny bit of German. The fact that anyone can speak languages well enough to be able to say that an axolotl is such a cool animal. I can order a beer in German. I can cuss people out in Russian too, but I didn't learn that in school. We're running low on Pepsi. We're gonna need to crack open another can in a second. Also, with everything changing in my background, hopefully I should be able to have some really cool stuff put up soon. My boyfriend's printed a load of replica CS weapons. I've also got a DE Inferno thing. It is a little bit dented. It was free because it was dented. I've got Inferno. I might put that up on my wall, you know. I've got an Orb Asimov. I've got an AK Vulcan. I've got a Scar 20 Cyrex of all things. Okay. This is a banger. Ooh, I haven't done my Wordle for today. Also, whilst I'm here, I know that I'm casting for Athena League. Oh, Corvex, thank you for the raid! How was your game, everybody? How was it? More than fine if... Yeah. How was your match? Oh, I think that's the sound of us being in game. Let me... Oh, ignore everything. You didn't see anything. Corvex strolling on in. That's such a cool emote. Good. 13-10. 1-5 power win. Very exciting. They've been a pretty exciting team to watch. Okay. Volume back up to max. Let's go. Control FE have been arguably one of the best prospect teams coming into this league. Why has it done that? There we go. Alexandra has been so hyped to watch. Okay, here we go. Mina around the corner. Spots a whole flood of players. Mina's not had to do any... Phalange, sorry, took the update a second there. Oh, no! Missed shots! Will still find both picks, though. Actually, Mina steals one. Ash left. Ooh, spin around's good for Loon, but only able to find one. Bit of a difficult task, and a little bit messy, but they win. Me. Oh, that was nice. That was a nice crack. Where Kia? I do not know. Is Kia going? Kia's here. Kia's here. Alright. Ooh, HUD's taken its time. Smoke gets dropped. Watching the smoke anyway. They've smoked off top mid, which kind of shoots them a little bit in the foot now that they can't push that. Or they can, but... Smoke fades. Maliko on the other side. Or is it Maleko? Is it like Gecko? Or is it like... I can't think of a rhyming word. Okay. Either way, good for the first. 7 out of 5 with the second. Midnight does get a trade, but I mean, this was always going to be a rundown. This was always going to be a little bit of a bloodbath. Okay. Third round coming on in here. Control FE really will be wanting to put their foot in the door on this one. They've got the... yeah, they've got the weapon advantage. Everyone's on an AK with the exception of Minxie, who's dropped down to a Galil. Okay. Flange round the corner, taken down instantly. This is such a pacey round. And it's only Maliko here. If they can't find a multi-kill, good for one gets instantly traded on out there. That will be sight. Smoke scout for both sides will allow them a completely free plant. Oh, it doesn't blossom in time. Ash, we were singing her praises earlier. Oh, she's still here and she's good for another one. Is that a little loud for anyone else or is it just me? Let me turn that down slightly. Sorry about the ping. That's my PC, not yours, don't stress. Re-smokes come on out. The re-smokes are damning. Midnight going down's a little bit of a problem. They have util to cover the smoke, and the Molotov, if it goes in towards Cheetah, ooh, bit of a problem. Not really a problem, because they're tucked into the right-hand side. Minxie swings out, gets both. Bish, bash, bosh. The bonus round is theirs. Should still be... Buy's going to be a little bit awkward here. They can go and invest into the AWP early if they want. But I don't think that's going to happen, because then 7 Hour Flight would have to take some concessions. Are they ecoing here? It's because Maliko doesn't really have all that much money. And still buys the Desert Eagle? Okay. We'll see how we feel about it by the end of this. Double crunch in towards mid there. Players scattered to the other sides. Play the extremities. Makes sense. Okay, we're setting up. Let's get serious. There's a lot of players watching for this mid push. Well, there were, sorry, a lot of players watching for this mid push. They've been silent about this. Phalange has been spotted. Looking to try get away. Still finds one. Maliko's got a pick as well. Mina. This round's just crumbled. It's all up to Minxie. Now, Minxie's great, and she's really good in her clutch, but this feels like too much to ask, and that smoke's going to be fading any second now. Isolates the first fight. Molotov goes over. She gets the second. Sports the third there. Can't quite find the spray to find the fight. Well, to find the win, sorry. Good to get as many as she does in that situation, but again... It's trying to recover a round that really should have never got to that place in the first place. And the fact that it goes downhill so quickly. Okay. Okay. Top goes out. Malako looking to get aggressive with this. Fight fire with fire. They've had a hyper-aggressive round. Now it's your turn. Lot of health bars looking very low here. Loon caught through the edge of the wood, and that's going to be a recurring theme for the rest of this round. If they can take down Mina, though, oh, they're not going to be able to. Janilla does tuck into the smoke, but that's it. That's a wipe out. Clean-up crew dispatched. And Control Effie's one round of resistance gets put down harshly. Alright, round number 6, Control FE. They're going to be wanting to put a round here. I think if Primarcha get another round here, they'll just sweep the half. I think the momentum is going to be particularly strong if they can find this, because then there'll be another eco. Can they find this, though? Flange finds the opening pick. Kia, push on out here. Going to tuck on and have a look in towards mid. Oh! Loon's going to know that there's 2 there. Kia, though, oh, she doesn't finish the kill. Oh, no, need to double tap. Make sure that they're dead. That's rule number 1 of Zombieland. Is it rule number 1 or is it like rule number 3? I can't remember what number rule it is. But you got to make sure that they're dead. But we've all done it. Let's not kid ourselves. You think you got the kill, spun around, they're still alive. That's unfortunate because that might just have lost them the round. Smoke cuts off Phalange from Loon. Loon waiting on the other side. Attention turns back. This is an awkward fight to take. Oh, swings out. Adjusts perfectly. Just Mina left now. There's the trade. Upgrade. Switches AKs. I don't even think it was an upgrade. I think it was just a switch. Round spots the head of Ash. Just Midnight left now. There's Util if she wants to go for this. She could just drop a smoke and try stick it if she wants. Tap it. Baits on out Midnight. No! Looks the wrong way. Oh, now there's no time. Midnight finds the kill. There's like 4 mini heart attacks that happened in that round alone. Oh no. Alright. Smoke over the top there, looking to try take early mid control. A second, sorry, that was a Molotov thrown really to stop them. Loon's got 1, Mina with 2. Ash does find the trade, an eye for an eye. Both teams lose a player. 2 players, sorry. I can't count. Gonna blow open this HE, try get a look in. Oh, it doesn't quite part it in the way that's needed to stop the defuse, because that would have been a clear line of sight to stop the plant even happening. Minxie finds her pick. Trying to get ahead of the smoke. Ash will go down there. Has to reload. Janilla's already pushed all the way around here. Orb's in position. Now it's just Minxie 1 versus 2. She's done these before. But they've narrowed down a position. There's the first. Knows that the last is the Orb. Cumbersome battle, to say the least. Round the corner. Oh, you just got to hop on it. There's a kit available. Draws Minxie on out. Pros don't fake, and unfortunately, Minxie knows that is going to spring the trap. Just about walks away in the bomb time and not quite going to detonate. She'll live there. Good round from Control FE, but it's close. Janilla's had a bit of a rough start to the game, likewise as Kia. But other than that, I say pretty even across the board. Primarcha's just been ahead in the frag department. Hence why the rounds that they've been winning a little bit more cleanly, and the rounds that they've been losing have been definitely a little closer. I think it would be fair to say. Minute timeout still. I don't think they're going to be able to change it. I think we're stuck with minute-long timeouts for the whole league. Yeah, probably. Also, when I said this was day 5 earlier, this is actually day 6 of Athena League. I was wrong. I can't count. What I will say, though, is I will be missing the next couple of days. I'm missing tomorrow because I am casting Valorant, unfortunately. I will be missing Saturday and Sunday because I'm at a concert. But then I will be back for next week's games, don't worry. Can't get rid of me for too long. Hopefully there will still be streams, though, don't worry. And if you want to stream, join the Discord, the Athena League Discord. I'll put a link in at some point. Community casters more than welcome. Okay. 3 versus 3. This mid position from Mina could be everything or absolutely nothing. Oh! She just ducked underneath! That's unfortunate. How did Midnight do so much damage to Ash? I missed something. Flange already going, heading in towards Temple. Spotted anybody? Oh, this could be a huge position, but Mixie's going to back away in towards Donut. They've got a little bit of util for this. They've got the Molotov. Molly goes in deep. The issue is Mixie's holding the line here. Missed shots from both sides. I would not be wanting to push into this. Oh, another missed shot. Spots the person. Defusing. Are they just going to try stick it? Oh, that's not going to work. Minxie runs on forward. Surges like the tsunami she is. And 4 for 4. We're tied up in the scoreboard in the rounds department. We're heading to round number 9. I know that because 4 plus 4 equals 8. Easiest math ever. Next question. Does also say on the screen. Ignore me, though. Alright. Pistols for Pramaja. I'm not going to write that off, though, because we've seen them do well on ecos already. And they're stacked on the right side as well. Ooh, holy messy fight. Falange gets 1. Mina with another. His health bars are low, but she's just going to get barraged with utility. Full back, clear mid. You can head in towards Donut to play this. I don't even think... There's not even a weapon she can recover here. Smoke's faded. Ah, you can see it there. Just crosshair needed to be slightly further to the right. Slower reactions. Gear goes down. Now we see control in the leads. Taking them a little bit longer to take the lead than maybe I would initially have expected coming into this. Loon is an insane entry player. Was it? Okay, let's not say, maybe not the best round to have highlighted Loon as an entry player. She's had way cleaner rounds, but she is an amazing entry player. I think there was also a flash that I just might have blacked out. Loon has been really impressing me so far in this league. Case in point, the entry pack with Midnight. The trade comes through. Oh, they peek into Mixie's orb. She hits that shot. 7-hour flight's got a decision to make. I wouldn't be wanting to swing that. Good. Falls back. We focus on sight. Mina's got a good position in mid as long as Ash doesn't deal with it. Timing is going to be everything here. Has completely missed the timing. Oh, that's going to be a little bit of a problem. I mean, it's not really because now she's the last player left alive. Falange has gone down. I'd be saving. I'd be backing off. That's, I think, got to be the call to leave. Yeah, that's the sign. That's the sign. Okay. Also, sorry if I'm not as energetic or as amazing as usual. I've got a really scratchy throat. I think I've got laryngitis. I'm really scared I'm going to lose my voice again right before game changes. They've gone hunting for this. Oh, Loons walk right past. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. 5 rounds in a row. Money's not good for Pramaja. Molotov's going to stop the early mid control. Smoke it to allow them to peek. Mina's top mid but held at bay by a smoke of their own. They've got all of these entry points into mid on lockdown. I'm hoping they leave somebody there. Asher's been pretty good at watching mid. But no, it looks like they're all eyes are trained on B. Alico, Desert Eagle in hand. Has the right angle for this. Oh, Midnight, the duck underneath the bullets. 7-hour flight, forced off of sight. Smokes either way, keeps her and Kia just arm's length. Flange, okay. Are they going for exits? I mean, 7-hour flights pushing onto site lonesome. There's no util to back that up. Mina's got a nice position here, actually. Might be able to do a heck of a lot of damage as they exit. Flange has got one. That draws the attention. Switches to the sidearm. Now, it's not a round win. But with Ash going down, it's a flawless sweep of the weapons. They're going to be able to rebuy them. Let's not kid ourselves. But it's a nice sign. It's a spark, right? It's signs of life. There's a heartbeat. It's not dead yet. I'm a little bit worried. This is, of course, their CT side, and they've got the T side still to come. 7-hour flight's back on the AWP, though. I like this heavier mid control from them. Because they've had a real problem with mids, and then especially that little alley in towards Cheetah. Aggressive push from Malico, backed up by 2 players pushing from mid, gives them all that space. Now they're dependent on 7-hour flight and the AWP to hold down a... It's a retakeable enough site, but if she can just thin the HUD before they get there, it's amazing. Good for the first 2. They peek 1 by 1. Don't give her another individual fight. Don't do it. Malico finds Midnight, just Ash left. The rookie, I'd argue the rookie of the women's scene right now. Around the corner, Mina's gonna find her. 5-7, not a bad half either which way. Pramaja, a pistol around here ties them up nicely. Control FE. Actually, I haven't seen enough Control FE to have a formed opinion on their CT sides yet. I think Pramaja should thrive on the T side here, though. They got the first pistol. Do that again, you close up the gap nicely. Control FE did take the bonus, but you were really good at the start of the half. Okay. Flange. I mean, I love the pace. Midnight getting pressured heavily. Malico's going to find the pick. Ash falling off. 7-hour flights are not going to let that happen. 3 versus 2. Minxie with the Julies. 2 guns having to do 2 people's worth of work, considering that there's a player disadvantage. Her and Loon are going to be crawling on through Temple. A footstep, but too far away for anyone to have heard it, I think. Well, now they're making no attempt to conceal themselves, trying to lure out these donut players. Minxie's taking the fight to them. There's the first. Mina to trade for the second. But with no kit, this is done. They've bought enough time here. And Loon just looking to run away, keep the armor, I guess. And Pramaja, that's their second pistol round win now. Good round from Control FE, though. They could force into this next one. They found enough picks there that I would be comfortable seeing them try going in for the MP9s. I wouldn't be mad about it. Go on. Force by. You know you want to. Alternatively, it may be a good thing, because if they force buy and lose, that's 7-7, almost certainly 8-7, because they won't have the money. I think I'm just here to wreak a little bit of chaos, you know? I mean, Phalange has already cleared B-side. Well, not fully. Janilla's still here. The worry is going to be because Phalange hasn't seen Janilla. Janilla goes down, well, that's it. Deep smoke goes out. Phalange going to push up. Oh, Malako, the pusher as well. Look at them trapped. Like fish in a very, very small barrel. Just Loon left alive here. Fighting desperately for her life. Once that smoke fades, she's dead. Dead to right, dead to left, dead up, dead down, dead sideways. I'm not one to say I told you so. Spoiler alert, I absolutely am. But, unfortunate situation there. Loon was not getting out of that one alive. I saw a Zeus for a second on Ash. I'm assuming that was an accidental buy, because it's already been sold, but I saw you. I miss a lot of things when I'm casting this game. I don't miss a Zeus. Okay. Super pacey straight out onto A there. I think they've realised. Minxie just going to let them have the... She's not just going to let them have the site. Who the hell am I kidding? Spray wildly gets 2. Bomb will not be allowed to go down just yet. Promage have been really toying with this. They have been reluctant to stick this bomb down. Okay. Issue is going to be that now those smokes fade, they've got not much utility to rebolster it with, and they've lost precious seconds that they could have originally had. Okay, Ash finds 1, traded out, 7 out flight gets 2, Minxie, now needing to step up, but it's Loon, the spray down, she takes down one of her own teammates with her, who even cares, acceptable casualties. Collateral damage, that's what it is. Loon with the spray down for 2, beautiful 8th round on the board. Brahmaja, unfortunate situation, I'd love to see them a little bit more confident in their ability just to stick this under the utility that they have. I know that the spray through smoke is scary, but there have been so many times where they've come off, and they've pushed back planting, and that means that they've been left with no utility and all of their smokes have faded, which means they haven't had time to set up into post plants either. Okay, the double flash to get them past midnight here. Go back in. There's the first. Ooh, the second to fall as well. Upgrade to the AK. Smoke goes in, and that's going to stop Malako from being too much of a pain in her backside, at least immediately. Now, they know they've got a bit of a problem in mid. Janilla's got to clear this. Is going to clear it, but Mina's ready for it. Minxie does find the trade, however. 1 minute on the clock, they've got bomb on back. Still 2 players on this site, and they've not really got much info about what waits them. The 2 players that they've found have been very sort of up in their face. Initial fight, Midnight's on the corner. Malako's got to clear this. Oh no, looks the wrong way, goes to clear the hard left angle. Just leaves Phalange on her lonesome. Ooh, swing on out, a little bit messy, but peppered with bullets makes the job easier for Midnight, who is nearby. Molotov goes in, is going to stop the peak. Spray through the wood, isn't quite going to connect. Phalange accounting for that. Smoke goes deep in towards spawn, gives her 1 less thing to worry about, allows for potential reposition. There's the fight, Midnight takes it and wins. And there's going to be Control FE with all the time in the world to defuse for their 9th round. I'm currently on 9-7 on the scoreboard for any audio-only listeners. Oh, and we get a replay as well. Oh no, with the replays, the GOAT. All right. Pepsi Max. You know what? I have a 24 pack there and a second 24 pack here. I also have a mini fridge right behind me that I use for storing Pepsi Max and cooling it down, but it's just not plugged in right now. And what I've missed is Promotion getting wiped out. That's a bit unfortunate. I got a little bit distracted because somebody mentioned arguably my favorite topic in the world. But yes, I am Pepsi Maxing. Okay, where was I before I got distracted by my one true love? I'm really sorry to my boyfriend. I would drink these boys in 2 days. I'm trying to be careful and ration them because the co-op near me has put the prices back up. It used to be $1.75 for a 2 litre bottle and now it's $2.75 and that's fucking outrageous. So I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to limit my I'm not trying to limit my caffeine intake. I'm just fizzy drinks that make me bloated and I get annoyed. But if anyone knows a contact at Pepsi Max that would maybe be willing to sponsor, you know, a lowly up and coming caster, I would commit atrocities for a Pepsi Max sponsorship. That's probably not the best way to get a sponsorship, by the way. I'm just gonna preface that. I'm just letting people know the lengths that I would go to not have to pay for my awful addiction. Okay, Flange gonna hold on to the AK. I like this. Finally a save. Finally a save. Called John Pepsi. Be right back, guys. I gotta call John Pepsi. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful pieces there from Genoa. Ash with one. Okay, cool. I'm sorry, I missed quite an interesting round. I got sidetracked to the surprise of nobody. Timeout being called. I should have just waited. I could have done this in the timeout. So yeah, fun fact, the timeouts are going to remain a minute long for the whole league. Which gives us a little bit of time to just relax. Ooh, Jody, how's the search for your Epic Land team going? Have you managed to find your missing pieces? Also, Minxie might be going to an Epic Land. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I don't know if that's like hidden information that I've accidentally leaked, but there's rumors on the wind that she might try and make it over for an Epic, which would be really cool. We need more women at Epic Lands. That's what I'm saying. Every woman who attends Epic Land inevitably becomes one of my best friends because they're cool. UKCS needs more women. We need to get Lucy loose at Epic Land. So Felix showed interest, but it said depends if he's casting or not. Ah, he's been on the casting grind recently, Felix. There's a couple of people that I could advise against allowing on your team, but I probably shouldn't say their names out loud just in case I get sued for defamation or stabbed at the next Epic Land. Okay, Janela finds one, Flange with the trade. Oh, Felix is great. I've got a lot of love for the guy. I'm going to tell an embarrassing story about Felix in a second. It's not embarrassing, but we're going to do baby stories with Felix after this round, because I keep getting sidetracked mid-round. Okay. Pushing into Donut. The rotates have been called over to have a look in towards mid. They might actually get a nice timing on Malico here. I'm going to tell you Felix's origin story. Okay. Ash back sight, not spotted anything halls. They know that she's there. Minxie's drawn all the attention away. Oh, she gets the second. I mean, good to have contingencies here. Malico spotted. Midnight's going to find the pick. Beautifully done. That puts him on 11. Promaja, though, with the lost bonus should just be able to rebuy into this. Right, Felix was He wasn't the world's best student during foundation year, is what I've been told, is that he'd sit at the back of the class and Love and Pieces would turn up high, I believe, to lectures. I'm so sorry if I'm just dobbing him in here. But then we were doing our university end of year campus clash, and I said, the lecturers asked me to put together an analyst desk for CS, and I was like, I want Felix on it. And loads of people would be like, oh, you don't want Felix on the desk, he's like a brand risk, or like, oh, we don't know Felix, he's never done talent work before. And I went, no, I want him specifically. This is my desk, I want Felix on the desk. And so he did his first ever talent segment. He came on to do Campus Clash, which was just it was like the alumni versus the second year game. He had no information about any of the players. And he came and he did the analyst segment, and he walked away from it and he went, I really enjoyed that. And then he did like loads of casting stuff afterwards. He did really good. And he's really putting in the work, and he's really turned it around. I'm so damn proud of Felix. I'm also really scared for his life, but that's a separate story. I'll tell you about the things that I've seen Felix do. He's a lunatic. He likes to run into trees, like jump onto them. Okay. Minxie's found one. Retake's on here. Ash has got hers. I mean, everyone just wins out their individual 1v1s. Nicely done, I don't know what else I could say. The Lanio Stoke was great. Okay, I wasn't there, A, because I wasn't invited to cast. I didn't want to overstep and be like, hey, I can cast for you, because it was his event. It's a really long way, because I live down south now. And also, I know in the promotional material, a certain UKCS player who might be somebody that you've banned from the stack, depending on what you've heard about the rumors, who was on a bin men team for a LAN once. I won't say anything further. My ex was in one of the videos, and him and I are not on good terms. Okay, flange, P90 rush. Okay, I mean, their back's up against the wall, right? This is match point, technically series point. They've got themselves onto site. Smoke off for Midnight. Now, my worry here a little bit is Midnight. If she's able to hang on and wait for the rest of the team, could be really good. I'll DM you the T. I'll DM you the T. Okay, Midnight Janilla. Beautifully done. Holding the angle. They're just isolating the 1v1s again. Pramaja are letting them take these solo isolated fights. Flange with the P90s making it happen. So I'm starting to get low. Mina's got the angle. The crossing there. Ash goes down. They're clinging on for another round, baby. We're going again. I'll DM you the name now, and then I'll DM you the T later. I love a bit of gossip. This is also not just gossip. This is just me actively looking out for people. Jod. Do I even have you on Discord? Yes, I do. Okay. Alright, let me lock in. Flash goes out. I love the push here from Janilla in towards A. They've kept it interesting and switched up a little bit here. Is she going to push any further is the question. Molotov allows herself to flash around. Check. Hasn't seen anything. So that's the back away. Nice. Okay. Now we've got the fight over towards B. Loon's tucked into the side here. Is anybody going to flash around the corner? No, I don't think so. But she's also not going to peek, hopefully. I think she's just going to hold the line. Ash has found one. There's the swing on out. Molotov to go backside. I'm so worried about this position from Midnight. No! Midnight goes down. Mina's managed to get onto A side, but that bomb is on the other side of the map. Has taken down Minxie, but 45 seconds, you're going to have to win this out on kills. There's no way. Even Usain Bolt's not getting the bomb there and to a site in time. There's the first fight. No, you know where the last is. Don't give her the fight. Don't. Oh, okay. But Janilla wins it. That got scary for a second. But that's going to be Control FE taking their 5th match. They're now 5-0 in the league, with Minxie and Midnight leading the charge in the frag department. Mina, however, from Pramaja, very promising there. Huge GGs to Control. But Pramaja, I think, to take heed again in that loss, because you're going up against one of the 2 best teams in Div 2, in my opinion. It's Born to Lose and Control FE are the 2 that will be fighting for that top spot. Give me my points to get you closer to your hockey team hair. What does that mean? What does hockey team hair mean? Also, Jody, there's the name. So yeah, huge W for the Control lot there. Let me go and get the standings so that I can update you guys on the standings. I'm more than willing to share the tea. I'm not. Okay, Division 2. Share my whole screen. Please, nobody message me anything appropriate on Steam because I've not turned myself to offline mode yet. Standings, that's what I'm looking for. Control FE, 5-0 currently. Pramaja, 3-1. Still in 2nd place, though. Mafioso's 3-2. Valoris, 3-0. Born to Lose, also 3-0. Upcoming matches. Now, I won't be casting any games tomorrow. The reason being, as I said earlier, I'm doing some Valorant Game Changers Cash Cup stuff tomorrow, so I won't be here. I'm hoping there will still be streams for you. Might be Captain James Force. I also won't be streaming Saturday or Sunday. I'm off to go see Seb Lowe. He is essentially left-wing Ed Sheeran, or at least politically motivated and charged in his music Ed Sheeran. It's a child's game, but the Valorant people really like me, and they pay me really well sometimes, and they're really nice to me. Valorant treats me way better than, like, men's CS ever did. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Is I have encountered way less issues in Valorant than I have CS. Except for women's CS, which always has my heart. You guys know that. But that is going to be it for me, unfortunately. Let me put camera back. You know what I'll do, actually? You know who you want to see one last time before we go? We're not starting soon. We're ending soon, actually. But, yes. So that is going to be it, unfortunately. We're going to find somebody to raid out to, however. Thank you once again for the support with all of the games. The fact that this is the women's scene, and this is a tournament with no prize pool, and we have been consistently averaging 33 viewers. Like, we've been averaging above 30 viewers for games. Games that do not have a prize pool. In the women's scene, that's insane. My channel has 600 followers. That's a crazy amount of support for the women's scene, and it genuinely, it's bored. It makes me emotional. I'll fucking say, I'm a pussy. I cry at everything. It has bored me to tears to see the support for this scene this year so far. But anyway, that's enough of me yapping. Who should we raid? Let's have a look. Astra's live. We'll go raid Astra. Raid Astra MCS. Yeah, so we'll rate that. Thank you, everyone, for the support. I'm going to be taking the next couple of days off. I will be keeping up with everything that's happening. I will see you in like 3 or 4 days for the next game that I'm available for. Thank you for the amazing games. Thank you for the amazing support. Yeah, much love to all of you. And I will catch you in a couple of days. Stay safe, everyone.